Welcome back to City Trends. I have my next guest on, Jack Elkhalayleh, and Jack's going to share with you a little bit about who he markets for and what he's doing here in the Central Valley. Welcome, Jack. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me, George.
Thank you very much. Can you share with the audience what it is you do and what services you're providing throughout the Central Valley here?
I do PR and marketing for several dentists and dental practices in the Central Valley. I currently have 8 practices that I do PR and marketing for in Fresno, Clovis, Hanford, Delano, Bakersfield, and I have 2 more accounts in Orange County and Los Angeles.
Wow, so you're going everywhere. So that's
I
great.
travel quite a bit. Yes.
You brought a couple products with you, and I just took a look at them. Could you share a little bit with the audience what it is you brought and what it is they do?
Well, one of the major accounts that I do PR and marketing for is Landmark Dental and Delano Family Dentistry, and they're very huge about healthy teeth and gums for life. So that's what they promote.
Let me take a look at this one. Let me put this up so you guys can take a look at this in the audience. This is some great stuff
and
here.
Dr. Postgate, Dr. Jew, and Dr. Modi are the owners and the associates of Landmark Dental, it's a multi-specialty practice where they cater for endo treatments, oral surgery, general dentistry, and implants. Implants is,
I know
and ortho also.
Implants is the direction that a lot of people are going, because that's relatively close to natural teeth, right? When they put an implant in.
That is true. That is the best solution when other alternatives fail, or even better solution when other alternatives can't provide as well of a treatment as implants.
Outstanding, because we're all at some point in our life gonna need these services, and you know, dentistry is one of those things, and I think it's really great that you're marketing dentistry and that we have a liaison between the community and the dentist. Because sometimes, to be perfectly honest, sometimes people shy away from going to the dentist until something's hurting in their mouth, and a lot of times that's too late. You know, preventative, and I think you would agree with this, is always the way to go versus having to deal with a crisis.
That is true, and that's why in some of the dentistries that I represent in Fresno County and Kings County, like Alzata Dental and Clovis General Dental Care in Clovis, and Valley Care, Dental Care in Hanford with Dr. Roque, they strive to educate their patients, and as a matter of fact, they even send me to schools with their dental hygienists and dental assistants to promote dental care and oral hygiene, the proper way of flossing and taking care of oral hygiene. And if you start with kids, teaching them the proper, and showing them, not just teaching them, to show them the proper way of flossing, the proper way of taking care of your mouth and tongue and teeth, they will grow up with these habits that will hand down to their kids. So it's very, very important to prevent dental problems by flossing, brushing, and using these techniques and the technology we have, whether it's the water pick or the electric toothbrush. It's a really, really good things to have at home.
Yes, and I'm in the medical field, and we're the same way. We're there when there's an emergency, and we're there to provide for that. But we would love to see people in our community take the preventative measures first versus having to contend with an emergency or crisis. And that's what Jack's doing in the community. He's providing the service by going out, and we talked a little earlier, he goes out to the companies and actually talks to the front lines of the people that have the insurance and lets them know what the dentist is providing and connects the dots there and builds that bridge between the dentist and the patient.
That is correct. All my doctors, all the doctors that I present and I do PR and marketing for, are great supporters of the Latin community, the hardworking factory workers in factories and plants. We also support the Salvation Army and Goodwill just because of their mission statements and what they stand for. And George, thank you for your service. I wanted to say that at the beginning of the interview. We are a great supporter also of course, the military and all the military men. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. I still have a nephew and other people in my family that are son-in-law and several others that are serving active duty right now, and that's trying times. One of the things that we do here at City Trends is provide the service and platform for people that are doing things in the community like Jack's doing, because it's really important. And we all want to provide a service, and just like Jack, and I own a business myself, but when we can provide a service and also help Goodwill and these other organizations that are doing things for the community, it's a double benefit. It's a win-win, and that's why I knew I had to have Jack on, because while he's marketing, he's also doing things to aid the community and enrich the community. And when you can do that and you have a win-win situation like that, there's nothing better than to do something like that. And so I really appreciate Jack coming on and sharing what his organization does. And we're going to be hearing a lot more from him. And hopefully we could get some of the dentists on too, and maybe they can share firsthand some of the services that they're offering.
They will be happy to do so. Most of my dentists are great supporters of their communities, and again, Central Valley, everybody that I represent are they put it. Dentistry is art, and I'm very proud of the work that they do, and therefore, when I go to these factories, when I go to these unions and schools, I'm proud to let them know that these doctors are there for them, and they're there to not just educate them about preventative care, dental care, but to answer all their questions also when it comes to dentistry and supporting the community.
Outstanding. Before we cut to a commercial, Jack, can you share with the audience, how can they get a hold of you?
Please follow me, Jack Incorp. So you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. And of course, you can always reach me on my cell phone, which is 559-367-5670. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for coming on, Jack. We have to
George.
cut to a commercial, and the next show will be on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.